joined by head coach Cliff Godwin, players Zach Agnos and A-Mak. We'll let Cliff open with a statement, and then we'll go to the players.
Great college baseball game, just back and forth. Texas offensively is probably the best offense we faced all year. I thought Mayhew was really good after he gave up 2 runs, and the offense scored 3 in that bottom of the first. We played a really good defense. A-Mak's play in the 8th inning had to play in because that guy could bunt. Tremendous play, and we just kept adding, and everybody did their job. So it was a really good game. Our crowd was unbelievable. I think our crowd helped out A-Mak's opposite field home run, so that was pretty cool. But just so proud of our guys, the way they continue to battle no matter what. And I'm just glad we're playing at home. So we need Pirate Nation to come back tomorrow and be really loud and break that attendance record again.
Questions for the players?
Alec, you make the play third, obviously, which was huge to save the tying run. And just a couple of minutes later is the home run. What was that like for you emotionally? And what, if anything, did you see going on in the outfield as you're running the bases there, happened there?
Yeah, I mean, after I made the play, we got back in, and I was just thinking, let's put them away now. So that was kind of my mentality. Just keep it easy and go attack them.
Did you think it was close to being gone off of that?
No, I knew it was going to be a wall scraper, but luckily the fans were screaming as loud as they were. They jumped up and I guess hit each other, and it just went right over.
Were you aware of what happened in the moment? Were you watching the ball, or were you trying to bases?
I was watching the ball. Actually, I think Coach G pointed at a base because I almost missed third base because I was just so excited. I couldn't believe it happened.
You're playing in for a bunt like that. I mean, how much can you work on something like that, like the reaction?
Oh yeah, you just got to react, I would say.
Can you take us through that defensive play there?
Just had some good prep steps, and luckily I was in rhythm whenever he hit it, and just got a good jump on it.
Zach, what was it like to kind of ride up and down the emotions of this game? You guys had an answer kind of for everything that they were able to do today.
Yeah, I mean, it was 7-2, and I didn't even feel comfortable. I felt like it was a one-run game with their offense. No lead is safe with them. Emotions were pretty high, but when that ball was hit, I knew A-Mak was in, and I'm at short when we practice, and I see A-Mak do that day in and day out. So it's just another play for A-Mak, and it was huge momentum, man, and our fans fed into the momentum, man. Fans were incredible, man. It was truly just it was an awesome game. It was the most fun college baseball game I've ever played in. So we're gonna need that same thing tomorrow.
Zach, you made a great play yourself. Another day, another webcam, helping out CJ there. Just walk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, CJ's up there attacking and just I don't know what inning, but he put up some zeros, and we're kind of rolling. I just wanted to keep the momentum in our dugout, and anytime you can make a play just to help the pitcher out, it's huge. Saves pitches, saves the bullpen. Like, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but he saves that amounts to something more with other hitters and stuff, and just trying to help him out as much as I can.
Zach, when you win the game, were you thinking 6 outs, or were you thinking just get the next out?
I just always focus on. I'm just up there trying to attack the batter. I always give him my best stuff. We talk about it all the time. Just go up there and attack 1 out at a time, 1 inning at a time, and you just gotta love it because you can trust the defense the way we've been playing all year. So.
Can you touch on that defense? Some big double plays to end innings and late innings.
Yeah, defense was incredible, man, and we always preach defense at practice. Coach Palumbo does a great job. Blake does a great job with outfielders. Colby does a great job. Everybody does a great job. It's it wins championships. It really does. Anytime I feel like we've played bad, our defense has been sloppy. It hasn't been our offense, it's been our defense. So, defense is equally or more important than offense because it can steal momentum and put momentum back in our dugout, which I thought we did a good job of today.
Zach, second week in a row, I think you come in second and third, late in the game. You gonna ask this guy to ever let you start an inning clean or what?
I kind of like going in the jams. It's fun. When I started cleaning, it takes a little bit to get my adrenaline going. When I'm in there, it's just, all right, here's the ball and go. I would like a fresh inning, but that's not my decision. That's his.
Zach, talk about bottom of the first inning because you're down 2-0, and you lead off, and then you guys just kept it going there and got the lead.
Yeah, they obviously had a great first inning. Couldn't ask for much better. We just wanted to stick to our approach. We knew that guy was a good arm. He threw a lot of strikes, had a really good fastball and great slider. He didn't walk many guys, so when I was in there with 2 strikes, I was just get the barrel of the ball, honestly. Walk me, and then Hoover just does what Hoover does, executes a beautiful push bunt, and just kind of went from there, set the tone for the entire game, and allowed our offense to work. It was he's a really good pitcher, and we had a really good approach against him.
Last question for the players.
A-Mak, you talked about the play in the 8th, but the double. Can you take us through that double play you made, 5-3?
Yeah, we usually just focus on making sure we get one, and I didn't want to leave it up to Star at second base, and I knew my momentum was going to third, so I just said I'm going to take it myself and get it.
Star's terrible in the field, by the way.
All right, that'll work, guys. Thanks. Questions for Coach Godwin?
Cliff, obviously, Hansen came in the game with pretty great numbers. He's pitched deep in almost every game, so just what was it about you guys' approach to that?
Well, we knew that if we could get him in the stretch, that his stuff played down just a tick. So Zach was down 0-2, if I'm not mistaken, to lead off the game and worked a walk, which he doesn't walk. I think he had walked like 11 guys in 99 innings. So that was a big walk. Then Hoove got the push bunt. Bryson, then singled. Then JC's, big 2 RBIs there. So I thought that was, very key because, the momentum swung back into our dugout. The fans got back into it after we're down 2-0.
You brought Ryder in there to pinch run the 9th. Was that a potential for him to possibly pitch, or was that just a speed thing?
He's a little bit faster than, Joey Barini, a.k.a. Shaq. And then, he can play. Obviously, Ryder's one of the best defensive shortstops in the country. So it went, when he pitch ran, he would go into that spot because Joey played shortstop that inning before when Zach came in to pitch.
How valuable is it to have Zach just to be able to come in from short and, eat up some innings versus using some arms in a series like this?
Well, he's one of our better arms when it comes to closing out innings when it's crucial. We have some guys that are kind of jam guys. Zach's a jam guy. And it's also awesome to have the flexibility with Joey Barini, who is a high school shortstop, and then Ryder. Shaq, obviously, is a very good left-handed bat. So when originally when Zach came in the game, I left Joey in the game because I knew that bat was going to come back, and it looked like they had the ability to tie the baseball game. And if they tied it up, then Joey would get in that bat. And then once they didn't tie it up, and Joey got to first base, then we wanted Ryder to get over there because, Ryder can run a little bit better, and he's obviously a premium defender.
Coach, it seems weird to talk about defense after a 13-7 game, but defense seemed to be the big difference for you guys and a lot of key moments in this one. Just your thoughts on it.
No, we played great defense. I mean, we turned a couple double plays like you guys talked about, that play A-Mak made. Look, Texas played really good defense too. You don't field 987 and not play good defense. So they played really good defense. We played really good defense, and both offenses had to earn everything that they got.
Coach, I know you guys, your left-handed hitters have been pretty good against left-handed pitching this year, if I'm not mistaken. But Hoover, Jenkins, Coward, Newton, got some key at bats from those guys against Hansen. How do you go about preparing those guys for a top lefty like that?
I don't know. It's weird. There's no rhyme or reason. Will Coxon's our DH versus left-handed pitching, and then Clonch or Barini's our DH versus right-handed pitching, and they all hit left-handed. So it's not, something that you necessarily, work on. Obviously you want to be prepared, but for whatever reason I think it's probably one of the first teams in my coaching career that we've hit lefties better than righties when we got a lot of left-handed hitters.
I know you kind of touched on it already, but you've waited a long time to host a super regional. What did it mean to get a record crowd in here today?
It was awesome. I definitely think the score would have been different if we'd have been playing at Texas. So I'm just thankful that we can play at our home field and play in front of all of our fans because they've been waiting a long time for this, going back to when I played here. So it's pretty special.
The 5 spot and the bottom of the 8th, they had Melendez and then the 4-hole air coming up. Just how crucial was that to swing momentum and obviously give yourself some breather room?
Yeah, you don't want to face those guys up a run. Those guys are really good. Their whole offense is. They made it really hard on us, even though we, got up 7-2, and then all of a sudden it's 7-6. So, but we made pitches in the clutch. We played really good defense, and then we continued to add on offensively, which was huge.
Any idea who you start tomorrow? Is that something you got to talk about?
Not yet. I talked to Coach Knight, and we'll talk about it here in a little bit.
Any more questions?
Going back to 2016, you won the first game in the Super Regional at Texas Tech, but It just feels a lot different here, I'm sure.
Al, only you could think of that question. I love you, but only you could think of that question. In 2016, we were definitely an underdog. I remember Tim Tatlock saying it. I laughed. He goes, "Man, they're a lot better in person there on video." And I was like, "God, that means that he thought we sucked." So, I thought we played really well, and Krasinski wasn't sharp, but he gave us a chance to win. And then Matt Bridges was stellar. I mean, he was a freshman in front of pretty much the exact same crowd for Texas Tech that we had today. So it was special, but then game 2 we lost in 13 innings. So look, I'm taking it day by day, and this has been a great group for me to be a part of, and I'm not going to look too far ahead. I'm going to enjoy it because they're a good group to be around.
Last question.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you actually kind of believe the score would be different? I mean, does the crowd help you overcome some lulls and stuff? I mean, how does that actually...
I mean, you saw that they allowed us to get a home run, so that was pretty cool. No, I think that they were in the game. I mean, it's different. It's a difference maker. And I keep saying this. I've coached a lot of different places, and there's more people, but our fans are on top of you. They're on top of you at the stadium, on top of the dugout, all the way around the outfield. It's just a special place to be able to host a regional and super regional because they're super loud. I mean, it's deafening. Malcolm said the press box was shaking, so that's pretty cool.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.